We are live. What? All right. Hi, everyone. Help me. Welcome to the Help Me Rhonda show. Well, we are having a very special show today because you guys are with us on the motorbike. So Hanalei and I are on our way, actually, to a very special podcast. So this is why I decided to launch the show as I'm riding, because I'm being interviewed today by Mike Bastille on his podcast. And good to see everyone. Let us know where you're coming in from and tell us what you want to see. Marcy will let me know. Hanalei can actually hold this and show you around. Why don't we do that? Let's have fun doing that. Hanalei is going to grab it. Hanalei is going to grab it. There we go. Okay. Good to see everyone. So Hanalei will hold it. We'll have a chat. And then what I'm going to do, we're going to make this one super fun, is let's have a little conversation about, obviously this show, Hanalei, this is a weird way you're doing it. So hold it either in front of you or let them see other things, because the side of my face is not a fun show to watch, is it? Yeah, we're live. No, it's great. So good. All right, so we're showing everyone, not my face on the legs, that's not really fun. So, all right, guys, so great to see you guys everywhere. We are going to take you on a little tour. Yeah, just hold it so everyone can see. Yeah, but make sure that you're safe, right? And we're going to take you on a little tour of Bali. But this is, of course, the Help Me Rhonda show. It's where we talk about building sexy brands and turning them into profit-making machines. And it's really interesting because, living in Bali, what I love the most is you get to actually see how people and companies build their presence. And in Bali, there's no brand awareness. Everyone just steals each other's ideas. And it's pretty funny because, the United States is probably one of the biggest where brands really become iconic, right? Well, here, they just steal the icons. They just steal the name, they steal the idea. And it's pretty funny being a third world country, right? It's acceptable. But I was thinking about this, and that's why I wanted to bring this topic up is, some people would think, oh, that's really horrible that they do that. But let's just think about how clever they really are and how resourceful they become. They see something that's great and they just want to leverage it. Well, what about us as entrepreneurs? What is the things that we do on a daily basis that self-sabotages, which is the topic, our success? Now, the people in Bali just take action. They see something that's working and they basically copy it. That's why we've got 1 billion tattoo parlors. We've got 1 million barbershops, stuff that starts to kick in, they just keep making more of it. And but what about us as entrepreneurs and new people building our businesses? How long does it take for us to actually launch something? How long does it actually take you to actually get in action and put yourself out there? And we see this so often, and where we're always in creation mode. But when it comes time to actually put it out there and to sell it, what happens? We freeze, or we make excuses, or we find new things to talk about, or we bring on new people, or say it doesn't work. So we look at the main reasons why most, whether you're a solopreneur or an entrepreneur, this is what's funny, here we go, we got these little cars, we're gonna go around this little corner here, is why most solopreneurs fail is because they love the creation mode. It's almost like the honeymoon phase. When I'm working with brand development, it's like the initial phase is exciting, right? It's super fun. Your ideas are popping, you're creating. But then when it gets to the strategic mode, where you actually have to execute, then what happens? We freeze and we self-sabotage the fact that we could actually have success. Now, I can't see the screen right now, but hopefully you guys are looking how beautiful this rice fields are. And Marcy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually have, we're on the live stream, look how pretty this is. This is actually kind of makes us sad, happy and sad, is you'll see all these buildings now starting to pop up in the middle of these rice fields. But again, these guys are opportunists. So what do we need to do as entrepreneurs, especially those that are building and thriving or looking to thrive online? How do you get out of creation mode and into action? See, success loves speed. Success loves speed. This is why all of these guys, right? We don't like that they take away the rice fields, but success loves speed. that means that people are loving what they're watching and what they're doing. That's why more and more stuff keeps popping up. So the Balinese, as much as they like to take stuff from people, they also are in speed mode. So hey, Larcy, I'm gonna check and see if anyone can actually, if there's any comments or communication here, since I can't see. Am I clear?
Yeah, you are clear. We're seeing the rice field. So
Wow,
beautiful, and
nice.
people are watching.
Awesome. All right, so Adelaide's gonna show you guys all the construction plan. But would you mind, Lars, too, if there's any people that come in with comments or questions, just jump in and let me know, because I'm just gonna turn this into a little chat. And I brought that topic up because it's really is interesting, isn't it, how eager we get when we're in development mode, but what stops us? So I want you to think about when, let's say, when there was a moment in time when you were on fire and you felt like you were just like delivering the absolute best possible message, or things were flowing in your life, and take yourself back to that space where you were when you were confident that you're making your offers, you knew exactly what you did and what your brand represented, or maybe it was your job. But what happened? Now I want you to feel that space. And then I want you to stand in the space that you might be in now, or in the space where you found yourself self-sabotaging, moving to the next step. And then I want you to look around and see, was there anything different now, or in that moment where you were not moving forward, than it was when you were in flow? And when we look at those times when we can see ourselves in total flow, but then we feel like maybe right now we're not in flow because we're nervous, or we're scared because things aren't working, or we're anxious because we have to make an offer, has anything actually changed? The only difference is what stops us from actually taking action and moving forward is our belief that someone will want it. And our belief is it's good enough. You know how many times I have launched products, webinars, and offers that no one even bought? I'm serious. I'm total transparency here. Darcy knows. We go hard, and I'm like, this was the best, offer I've ever made. This is the best launch I've ever made. And you know what? People just didn't take it. So instead of me thinking that I'm not right or the offer's not right, I'm just like, well, maybe it just wasn't at their level of awareness. Or maybe the offer just didn't fit where they were right now. And so instead of sabotaging and say, I'm not going to do it again, you just get back up and you do it again. You do it the next week. You do it the next day. And so often when I'm coaching clients or working with our clients on a more closer basis in our inner circles or in our coaching programs, the only thing that stops them from actually becoming successful is within their mind that says, oh my God, it didn't work the first time. I can't do it again. Is anyone feeling that?
Yep, we all are.
Yeah.
And Chris,
Yeah, go ahead. Great, Larcy.
yes, he asked, is it because they did not know you, or was it at the time you were just starting?
Great question. This is also, Chris, why in our 30-day challenge and we do our 21-day plan is I always look to make sure that people, okay, now you guys are going to see the real traffic, is that people are actually understanding who I am, right? This is why before I make an offer, we do what's called VVO, right? Value amendment offer. And I always do this for any offers that we make if we don't have an audience. And typically people that already know me, right? They're not buying. And I'm wondering, why is that? Well, typically it's because we haven't created, listen, guys, this is a big one. In our warm content or in our delivery, we have not attached or addressed the awareness scale that that person is at that moment. Let me be more clear. If you've been in our challenge, you've heard me before, I talk about the awareness scale. The very lowest level of the awareness scale is I am not aware at all of what the hell is going on. The second level up is I am now problem aware. I know there's a problem. I actually have a problem that needs to get fixed. Third level up is then now I become solution aware. Like, whoa, you mean this can get fixed? Next level up is then I become product aware, that there's actually a product or a person that can help me. And of course, the top is I'm totally aware. So what I look at anytime I make a badass offer, because I let you guys do irresistible offers like I teach inside of the 21-day plan or 30-day challenge or inside of our courses, it works. The difference is how you have delivered your offer at the awareness scale of your viewer. You get that? So that means if they didn't take my offer, I typically, guys, I forget and I go too big and I go into the product solution and the heavy on the problem and the product solution without helping them get more deeply aware of what it actually is that their problem is. Yeah? What? Oh, I didn't even look at Dad. I turned. I'm not supposed to turn. That was hilarious. Hanalei, no, Mom, you're doing the wrong way. All right. I was so into what I was just saying that I didn't even watch Brian. That's awesome. All right, there he is. Okay, back on track. Okay, so that means that if people aren't buying from me, I have not unveiled the problem enough. That means that my viewers they need to be uncovered, the problem, the awareness of that they've got a problem in order for me to make the offer. So this is why we run. Sorry, Dad, I turned and it wasn't watching you. Show him, Dad. You see him there, it's Buttercup. Does that make sense, Chris? So that means focusing heavily on the 21-day plan. And the reason why we do it the way we do it is because now you are actually structuring your lives to unveil the problem that you're going to solve in the offer on the 3rd week. I'm going to stop here. Does that make sense, everybody? And Lars, let me know the feedback, because Larcy has seen it.
Yeah.
She's seen how we adjust stuff. And I'm like, oh man, I thought I nailed it, but I was like too much in solving the problem before they even knew they had the damn problem. Right, Larcy? And then our follow-up is like forever because we're trying to follow up and re-educate everyone on the big problem they've got.
Very true.
Right? Larcy's seen it. She's been here for 4 years. She's seen it. Because, guys, we have to also know, like, when we have our own offers, we get really into it, right? And I get into it, and then I'm like, I know I can solve everyone's problems. And that's sometimes I go deep into the problem solving before the people are aware. And so that's usually our biggest failure, isn't it? Is we're solving the problem. We're teaching them too much about Facebook ads. We're teaching too much about this when they don't realize why the simplicity of the problem that they've got can be solved. I want to bring that back on Chris and see if that actually helps Chris get that. Did any light bulbs come up for anybody in this?
Sorry.
Oh, here, honey.
Chris said yes, thank you. Here's 11.
Yeah. Yes, excellent. Right? Okay, cool. I'm going to flip around. How do I flip around, Hanalei? Do you know how to flip the screen around?
Do the flip screen.
Oh, flip screen. There you go. There we go. You guys, just fell into my shirt. Okay. From this, guys, because I tell you, it's probably one of the biggest failures that many make is that they're actually just not pitching at the right level of awareness of their audience. And it's super silly. You think about it, you're like, oh my God, I've just nailed it. I've crushed it. I've educated them like crazy. Yeah, you didn't unveil the problem. So that's why we do the 30-day plan, the 21-day plan, so that we're unveiling the problem the whole time. And it's because most of us, unless we're planned and strategic on it, we don't unveil it, right? So that's why we have to plan it out and be strategic. And then if you might be wondering what I'm talking about, it's just we have our 30-day challenge, and I give the whole structures of how to do this. Hi, little cutie dog. All right, guys, this is super cool. Did I answer you guys' questions? Because I really want to make sure that we nail this for you guys. This is cool. I'm here at Mike the Steels. We're getting ready to shoot a podcast with Mike. So that's why you guys rocked, we're in the travel. But again, guys, this is what's so cool, right? Like we talk a lot about this PR media. Podcasting right now, last week we were talking about it, is one of the best forms and ways to get your message out in a non-salesy fashion, right? If you start doing podcasting and being on shows, and then you're making your offers, guess what? You're real. You're so much more real. And that's why we also do the 21-day plan using Facebook, because it's where our audiences play. Yeah. All right, cool. So let's open it up again to any of you guys that may have, great, Chris, I'm glad that answered your questions. I'm gonna, yeah, cool. Anyone else have any more questions about Larcy in the live stream?
No,
or in the chat here? We're all watching.
we're
Okay.
all
So
absorbing
what
what
would you
you're
guys like? Would you guys like one? Oh, good. Okay. Awesome. Because it's really, when we think about the awareness scale, okay, just think about anything in life, whether you're talking to your partner, your kid, even your dog, right? If you inject a solution, look at the dogs. Like, no, you inject, it's like, Buttercup, this is the dog's house. This is her house. No, it's okay. Look at the dogs. It's hilarious. Volley dog style. If you start injecting offers into people and they're not ready for the offer, that's the only reason why they don't buy. Did you know that's the only reason why they don't buy? Let me give you guys a case study thought. I just launched probably one of the biggest joint ventures that I'll ever launch. In fact, my partner and I are going to be the first females to get the fastest 2 comma club in ClickFunnels. Okay, so that's our goal. We're going to be the fastest females to get a 2 comma club. And so here we've got all these people, right, watching, and we went into it like right away. You want to be solved, you want to be booked on calls, you want done for you services, you need a media kit, you need all this. And we had like hundreds of people watching. And there was such a pause with the applications, and we realized, oh my goodness, no one is really realizing this, how possible it is for their life and their business when someone else is doing the reach outs for you, when you're prepared with your message, your offers are ready, and you have someone else doing the work for you, and all you're doing is closing. People were like freaked out, like, what, that's even possible? That's a solution that I didn't even know I had. Or they got real nervous, right? Oh my God, that means I have to show up. That means I actually have to do the work. See how we self-sabotage things? Yeah, right? You get that one, Larcy?
so true.
Yeah, so true, right? And that's how we self-sabotage it, because all we're doing is second guessing if I'm going to be good enough, it's going to be right. And then we realize, like, oh shit, I just got to step forward and step into my elevation of who I am and what I'm doing. And that's what I'm leaning on all of you for, is look at where you are and what you want to create, and then just go for it and just stand up. Because I tell you what, you will show up. If you don't feel like you're ready, you will show up, and all of a sudden you got clients coming in. Because isn't that your ultimate goal? You wanted clients anyway. Now when you have an opportunity and a way to do it, show up and be positioned as the brand, that's how it rolls. Right? All right. So if there's any more questions, I'm going to jump over here to Mike. I'm going to introduce you guys to Mike Castile really quick. Mike, say hi to our audience here on Facebook on the Help Me Rhonda show. Yeah, can I show them? Okay, cool. How would you guys like to actually watch the interview with Mike? Would you like to watch? Oh, Buttercup. This is our life. This is the life of dogs. Yeah, we might have to move that. Oh, dude, check this thing out. Wow. Dude, look at this. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Check it out. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you guys know, like, volley beds, right? We have those. Oh, I just showed everyone yesterday. I was in our, like, hang down linen volley bed style. And that's what it looks like without the linen on it. The mosquito nets. I don't call them mosquito nets. Seems like we're kind of like ghetto-ish. It's like the beautiful linen. We lay the linen. We lay draped in linen. Isn't that always hot, man? Mike's about the reality show. Perfect world. I love it. Wow, check this out, you guys. So, Mike, I'm gonna have to find out where you got this from, because I am ready to set my scene up as well. Look at this.
My friend did do it for you.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is, what do you guys think? Because we were trying to find a name to our podcast. So Jess and I yesterday were like, what if we called it? Oh, actually, no. Hanalei figured it out. Okay, check this out. So, Built on Self-Success podcast. Yeah, with me and Jess. What do you guys think? We don't want to be like boss ladies, so I think that's lame. But it was like BOSS, Built on Self-Success.
Okay, that's where that's coming from.
Yeah. Hanalei research and found it. What do you guys think? And I was going to be like sexy boss, built on self-success. You know, everything's got to be sexy in my world. You know, what do you guys think? I know, right? Larcy, that would be kind of fun. So we were playing with that yesterday. Yeah, so there we are. Now we're in Mike's studio. We're going to get started. Just let me know when we're going to get started, Mike, and I'll just either set it up or we just roll. Mike, when do you want to start? Oh, you're waiting. Okay, cool. Then I'll close this up. Then we'll do it. Cool. All right, guys. So, Larcy, can you ask if there's any other questions that you guys might have? Otherwise, we will rock this show out. We're going to prep up for the podcast. You guys will get to see us. By the way, holy shit, Mike. Hanalei and your podcast, how many views so far?
59,000.
Okay, so but check this out.
20,000 when I went, like,
Hold on.
20,000.
Yeah.
I went to bed and it was at 40,000, and I woke up.
It was at
and it
53
like 60,
when we
it's at
woke up.
60,000.
Whole
2,500 views per hour.
Hanalei's YouTube or Hanalei's
Bro,
podcast interview with Mike
her video.
it's got over 60,000 views. So if you haven't watched it, listen, go to my personal page. I just posted up this morning Mike's interview with Hanalei. Go there, go to YouTube, make sure you subscribe to Mike. He's got over 200 and some thousand subscribers on YouTube. He's an absolute genius and a boss. He's done e-com, he's done everything. He's got the six-figure, what is it called? The six-figure, what is your group called? The six-figure? Or no, you have your YouTube, but then you have, don't you have your, what is it called? Your mastermind that you run, six-figure something?
Oh,
No.
no, I closed it.
Oh no, it's closed, so sorry. Totally closed. Yep, sorry, you're done. No, go though, consume Mike's content on YouTube. It's amazing. But watch Hanalei's interview. It was amazing. And, you know, it was just a really cool, fun interview. So we're getting ready to do one. And make sure you let us know what you think when you watch it, because it's pretty powerful. All right, Larcy, anything more? Otherwise, we're going to get rocking out of here.
No, they're just saying that was a dope interview.
It was, right? It was so good. Yeah, so make sure you're sharing it, because we want to hit 100,000. Let's hit 100,000 by tomorrow, you guys. Let's hit 100,000 by tomorrow. Will you guys help us hit 100,000 by tomorrow? In order to do that, that means every single one of you right now have to go to my page, open up the YouTube video. The link is there. Like it, comment, and then repost it. Damn fucking dogs. All right. Sorry for swearing on the show. Not really. All right, the dogs are losing it. I gotta go. Thanks, Larcy, for being here. And don't forget to be unstoppable.